So how do we make money trading? How do we make money trading? Well, you can make money by buying or selling, whether the market's going up or whether the market's going down. Now let's take a look at a simple and effective approach to making money from the markets. We're going to be looking at something now called a reversal bar formation. And a reversal bar formation gives us either a buy signal or a sell signal. And it's a 3-bar formation that indicates a potential reversal in price. When buyers appear, look to be a buyer. When sellers appear, look to be a seller. So let's assume that the overall market conditions are in upward trend, the market's moving up. We've got one of those phase 2s moving against the trend right now, which is represented by those 2 red bars. When we get that reversal bar pop up here, we've had seller bar, buyer bar. And now that this has occurred, we're looking to get into the markets and we're looking to buy. This is a buy signal. And what we expect to happen next is for the price to move in our favour. That's a buy signal with that image there on the left hand side. And we can see there with seller bar, and that shift from sellers to buyers, which gave us that signal. Seller, buyer became our buy signal. If we're in a downward trend, and the market overall is moving down, and we get one of those pullbacks that's against the overall trend, we've got buyer, but we don't want to buy when the market's moving down. We want to sell. So we want to wait for these sellers to appear, and it's this that gives us that reversal bar formation. Buyer, seller gives us a reversal bar formation. We're looking to sell. This is a sell signal, and we expect this to then happen next, and price move in our favour. Guys, as professional traders, we're looking for as many things that align in our favour as possible. So I'm going to go through now and give you a step-by-step strategy checklist for you to write down for one of our ways of making money from the Forex markets. Step 1 is to make sure we've got ourselves an upward trend. And we do this by looking at more blue buyer bars than red seller bars. It's a very visual way of looking at a chart and going, yep, we've got ourselves an upward trend. Step 2 is to make sure the chart's moving from the bottom left-hand side of your screen to the top right-hand side of your screen. And you can see here we've got ourselves a very clear, clean upward trend. Step 1 is looking at the price bars, more blues than reds, and step 2 is looking at the overall direction of the market. Moving on to step 3 with the moving averages now, we can see that we've got the 20 and 50 moving average on the charts. We can also see that the 20 moving average is above the 50 moving average. This means we're in upward trend. So we've got the price bars, there's more blues than reds. We've got ourselves the overall market direction. And step 3 here is the moving averages are the correct way round. The 20 is above the 50. We've got a clean, clear upward trend. If we move on now to looking at the cyclicity for step 4, we need to make sure that we've got higher highs and higher lows. We can see, if we look at these phase 1s and phase 2s, we can see a high point followed by a higher low. We can see we've now got ourselves a higher high followed by a higher low. A higher high, a higher low, and we're quite clear that we're in upward trend. Higher high, followed by higher low. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, and so on. So we've checked that step 1, we had more blue price bars than red. Step 2, we've made sure the overall market direction is in our favour. Step 3 was looking at the moving averages. And step 4 now has been looking at the cyclicity. So now that we can see that we've got everything in our favour and we're happy that this market's in an upward trend, let's highlight these reversal bar formations on the charts. If you look at the bottom left hand side of the screen to begin with, we can see the red, red, blue formation, which gives us the reversal bar formation. We're happy this is a reversal bar formation. They can quite happily be taken because the trend is moving up. And we can see that trade results in a healthy size winning trade. That trade made around about 100 to 130 pips. So that's a decent sized profit for our first trade of this trend. We can then see the second reversal bar formation here, which again is that red, red, blue formation, which is highlighted on the chart now. We can see that we're going to place a trade here as well. We're placing our trade to buy, and we can see the market is now moving to the upside in our favour, and we are collecting pips by buying the market as it's moving up. We can also identify the next reversal bar formation, as highlighted here, and we're going to place a buy trade here, buy into the markets, and we can already tell the market's moved significantly in our favour and back another 100 or 150 pips or so. Again, we can see this price action setup works again and again. So we look at the next red, red, blue formation, which is shown in the charts now, and we can see that we've got ourselves a small profit there on that trade. As we look for the next signal, we can see we've got red, red, blue again. We get into the markets, and we actually get into the trade and watch price move against us for a small period of time before it goes in our favour. And the interesting part here is there's another two reversal bar formation setups, which are now being highlighted on the chart for you, so you can see two more money-making opportunities. So we've seen a step-by-step walkthrough now of the reversal bar formation in the upward trend. It's time to move on and have a look at exactly the same thing in a downward trend and look at the money-making opportunities that are available in falling markets as well. Step 1. Do we have more red seller bars than blue buyer bars? Because this is a downward trend, a downward moving market, and of course the answer is yes, we do. Step 1, we've got more red seller bars than blue buyer bars. Step 2 is looking at the overall market structure. We can see it starts in the top left-hand side of our screens and moves down towards the bottom right-hand side of our screens. We're happy we're in downward trend. Step 3 now is when we look at the moving averages. We wait for the 20 moving average to be beneath the 50 moving average before we consider this to be a downward trending market that we can trade. So now we're looking at step 4, which is the cyclicity in the markets, making sure that the phase 1s and the phase 2s are moving in our favour. You can see on the chart here that the phase 1s are moving down, the phase 2s are moving up, and it's important to notice that the phase 1s are moving with the trend, and that's our checkpoint for step 4. And step 5 now, moving on, is to make sure that we've got these reversal bar formations in this downward trend. And we can see the first one here, the blue, blue, red reversal bar formation, which is being highlighted now. And you can see it gives a small win in our favour. You can now see the next reversal bar formation where we place our trade. We can see blue, blue, red, which is buyer, buyer, seller. And that's when we're placing our trade to sell in a downward trend, and we're making money in a falling market. We can move on to the third setup now. We've got buyer, 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 followed by a seller bar. That gives us our reversal bar formation. That's our sell signal, and that's where we place our sell trade to enter into the market. We can keep seeing again and again and again this price action setup leads to consistent profits in the Forex marketplace.